Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. He didn't expect this year to be any different.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down. Great.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dorrance Armstrong gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Now Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw is Daniels.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Ready,
the 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Washington, first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Buying time to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Another Washington.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 6. And an Eagle.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
46-yard line.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing is Hurts.
Forced out to his left.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
23 yards.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts
2 yards on the pickup.
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team. Brandon
Okay,
Goddard
Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Come on. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they had so far, the field goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
31 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Pat the 60.
And they go play action. Daniels.
Able to shake him off. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Ready? 60 Eagles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the move to his left. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Get it. Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Gay's kick is good.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
6 yards. First down, Eagles.
Waste of time.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Well, quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
4th down.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lane. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Here's 1st down.
41-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find Ertz.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.